was going to start wearing these glasses on camera so I can look in the camera and see it's in focus and see me, but I look like bloody Jeffrey Dahmer in them, don't I? Dahmer? Jeffrey Dahmer? Hiya sons, it's me again, your old man. Now the last two videos, I'm glad you liked them, but we're not doing any cooking, have we? Didn't turn a bloody pan on. So this time, it is time for cooking with Dad. So we're going to be using onions, obviously. Bakunda! Parmesan cheese, fresh parmesan. Don't be using the dried one that you get off the shelves. Avocado, lemons, and if you want spring onions, they're not completely necessary, but they're nice if you chop them up and put them in at the end. We're also going to be using fresh basil. Now you can use dried basil, I suppose, but it is better with fresh basil. And we're going to be using rigatoni pasta. Now you can use any kind of pasta really, and I don't know why, but I've found that the rigatoni, this one's the best one to use. You can use penny or anything, but honestly, and I don't know what it is about it, I can't explain it, but this one tastes better in it, and it's the dried one that tastes better. I'd normally always say go for fresh pasta because it tastes nicer, fresh pasta, in my eyes. But honestly, try the rigatoni. So first things first, get the pasta on first, get that cooking, because the recipe doesn't take very long at all. So get this in a pan, bang some water in it, water in, crank that heat, and then put a bit of salt in it. Now I'm completely crap at measuring out pasta, so just whack a load in, maybe half a bag, give it a stir up. Now here's a tip for you, put your spoon over it like that. If it bubbles up, it'll only go as high as the spoon, it won't overflow. So, what we're starting with? You know it. So get it topped, tailed, pull that off. Don't need to show you chop an onion, do I? Chop it through, some of this. Get yourself some olive oil in a pan. So I've run out of fresh garlic, so I'm just using this. Whack a bit of that in. And in the pan, give it a good stir. And next we're going to chop the bakunda! So, similar to last time, cutting up all the pastrami and all that, I'm going to do it like in squares really. You can take the fat off if you want, but a lot of flavours in the fat. I'm using a full pack of bacon here. Use turkey bacon if you've got like Jewish or Muslim people coming round or people who don't like bacon. Turkey bacon will probably just be as good. I think I did it for Sasha and used turkey bacon. It was nice. And whack it in. Caught the bottom of the pan there a bit, but that's alright because the bacon is alright, a bit crispy, and the onions are alright, a bit caramelised as well, so it's like bloody win-win. And this is it really, bacon, onion and the pasta is the only thing that you cook in this recipe, and everything else you add later, dead easy. And then in preparation for the rest of it, we're going to chop up some basil, we're going to grate some parmesan, we're going to chop up the avocado, and we're going to squeeze the juice out to 1 lemon. Simple. And I'm going to put some spring onions in. They'll go in raw at the end. So I'll cut them quite finely and put them in at the end. You don't have to, it's not necessary. Cheese. Cheese. So Parmesan's quite a hard cheese. So I'm just going to grate a load into a big bowl. I'm going to grate half to 3/4 of a pack of Parmesan. Roughly speaking. With Parmesan, you've got a hard bit there, right? Which you can eat, but you don't want to grate down to that. You want to keep hold of a bit of that bit of cheese to grate that bit. I think you can eat it anyway. It's not done me any harm, I've eaten it. Make sure you've got a good handle on the cheese so you can grate that bit because it's rock hard. Not rock hard, it's hard. So you can see I've grated that hard bit off. So So it just makes it easier to grate. I'm going to grate the whole thing, and then I'm going to put it in a tub, and it's stay in the fridge then, can it? Grated. Great! It's great! Little bit of a tip for cutting an avocado. So what I do is you go down to the stone, get in your frigger, right, and then cut it all the way around. So you can see, try and watch the camera while I'm bloody doing this. And then you do that. So one side's done there, innit? And then what you do is you just press down a little bit, watch your fingers, press down a bit. So it's easy to do it like that, so your fingers are out the way. Shit, it's gone straight through. Normally you press down on the stone and then twist the stone like that. So press down on the stone, twist the stone like that, and the stone comes out, but this one's come out dead easy anyway. Get rid of that, lads. Avocado, mate. And then I found the easiest way is get a spoon and then just work your way around. Maybe start at the bottom and then do that. And then gently see what I'm doing there? So I'm scooping it all out and I've chopped through half of it. Get all the flesh out. And then again, just in squares. Now this is probably going to melt as well. So don't worry too much. If you put it in squares, it'll get round the whole thing. But the Australians are fucking mad for avocado, aren't they? They bloody loved it. Ever, mate, ever. Nobody even heard of smashed avo on toast over here then, had they? And there you go. Got a bit of avo ready. And next we're going to chop a bit of basil. Like I say, you can use dry basil, but the fresh is nicer. You're better off using fresh. Just a handful of this. Fucking hell, don't tell me I've fucking recorded the whole thing with no sound. That pissed me off. Okay, so I've had to overdub this. I do apologise. So, what am I doing here? So you've got lemon. You can use one of them squeezy purple things you can see on screen here and squeeze the juice out. Or you can just like squeeze the lemon, but obviously make sure you watch out for the pips. You don't want that falling in. I do apologise. I'm a bit pissed up. I've flipping had a few drinks and Claire's in bed, so I've got to be quiet a little bit doing this voiceover. So you can see that squeezer, it does it. Just squeeze a full lemon like I'm doing on screen here now. But you don't have to do it in the lemon squeezer thing. You don't have to go out and buy one right like that. Just squeeze the lemon. Just take the pip out. Don't let the pips in. You know what I'm saying? Going on a bit, isn't it, this? Right, so you empty out all the water from the pasta into a colander, like that. It's easy if you put it in the sink and then just do it like that. Give it a bit of a shake about, make sure all the water's out. Happy days. Then put it back in the pan that you got it from. We've got the bacon, we've got the pasta, we've got the lemon juice, the avocado, the basil, all ready chopped, ready to go. And don't forget the cheese. Right, and then what you do is you empty your pasta into that pan, and then what we want to do is we want to mix it up. Every single stage of this, we want to mix it up so that, we get nice bacon coating, nice avo coating, nice cheese coating. We don't want pockets of bacon and pockets, so mix it up as you go along, as you add an ingredient like the avocado. So we've mixed the bacon in, now we're going to mix the avocado in, and then everything will get coated in it. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know whether you know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. Going on a bit these videos, aren't I? Oh yeah, and then put the basil in, sprinkle it in again, spin it round, give it a good stir up, and then the olive oil. That's olive oil that in that tin. What am I going on about here? I'm fucking going on a bit, and I'm probably just saying it's a nice tin, and it's only from Lidl, that tin, Get that olive oil whacked in, give it a stir up. And now the cheese, the parmesan cheese. Again, mix it all up. Look at that, bloody lovely, innit? Oh, it's going on a bit. Come on, Daryl, crack on. Just stir it up. pepper and salt. Now obviously you put salt and pepper on everything. Don't know why people include it in a flipping recipe. It should be in everything. Oh, and then put the lemon juice in, whack that in, get that stirred up. And lovely, that looking nice. Don't know what I'm saying here. Shut up. Just get it mixed up and shut up. And then you can see it all mixed in there nicely. It's coming together nicely, isn't it? And then look at that. It's lovely. It's really nice. It's one of them recipes. This is one of these recipes where the total outweighs in each individual part. What's that saying now? You tell people the ingredients and like, oh yeah, sounds good, but it's just spectacular. You know it, you love it, you've had it before, so look at it. Now, I don't know what your relationship is like with tomatoes at the moment, but you could potentially put tomatoes in that and it's quite nice as well. You might think of other things as you go along. I'll just put a bit of this in because I love this and that. Don't do what my mum did and put pesto in it. Flipping idiot, she ruined it. Now once again, you can mess around with the how much you want of everything. Like, don't put as much onion in, don't put any onion in if you want. You don't have to start with an onion on this one. What? I know, but you have to add everything into it, but you might not like it as cheesy or as bacony or something like that. But really, see, I'm a little bit crap at telling you how much of everything you should put in, but I don't know how many you're cooking for, you see, so you'll just have to adjust the recipe to your own liking with regards to how much of each individual thing you put in. And once again, let's give it a try, make sure it's all right. Oh, bene, molto bene, grazie, arrivederci. Avete una camera prenotata da nome Nesmegiano? Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know where you're watching or when you're watching, but welcome to Cooking with Dad. Hey, you might be watching this in the very far future, in which case it might be one of your kids might be watching it. It might be actually Cooking with Grandad. Now, how are you lot? All right. I hope you're being good for your dads, you little fuckers. All right? Be good. Anyway, this is one of the spectacular recipes. Now then, I've had a bit of a think. I've developed it. I've gone a bit clever. What I thought was, you might not want to watch an entire video of me doing all this crap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a screen, I'll put all the ingredients. Right, so you're going to have, hold on a minute, where are we? So you're going to have, O, E, O, R, E, R. Might not need all them. And E, U, E, O, E, R. And where's my screen? So I'm glad you like the other two. I hope you like this one as well. It's a great recipe, not much cooking to it. You can do the prep work beforehand and, you know, just make it up later on in the day. If you have it the next day, the avocado goes a little bit discoloured. It's absolutely fine, but it'll just look a bit grey, I think, the next day. But it's fine to eat, still dead tasty, isn't it? Anyway, how are you? All right. Just remember, I love you, okay? I love you both. You're the greatest sunbeams anyone could ever ask for. And people don't really get on, well, I said that wrong. People, you know, not everybody gets on with the parents really, or they struggle finding common ground and talking and things like that. And I think we have a dead good time. I think we get along great. We have a dead good laugh. We talk about some deep and interesting stuff. You know, people don't like philosophical debate or talking about certain things. I think we do great, don't we? You're just great, interesting, funny, good looking, tall, strong. Obviously not as strong as me. You can never take your dad, can you? But just remember, I love you. I love you like a fat kid loves cake, and I'll always love you. Just remember that. Anyway, I just think you're wonderful. I think the world of you, and I love you, and always remember that I love you. Okay, boys? So enjoy the old, what are we calling this one? Basil, bacon, parmesan, don't work, does it? Basil, bacon, block of cheese, basil, bacon, block of cheese, basil, bacon, block of cheese, rigatoni. Oh, sounds like got that, right? Rigatoni. Come on, you frigging thing. So, oh, fucking hell. I put too much onion in this, really. I've probably ruined it. Gutted. On the fucking floor again. Oh, come on, focus, you frigging thing. Bloody hell. I just dropped it on her. Anyway, I've got another one. You can see there's a bit there. This one, so I'm not flipping flooring it. I think that's the easiest way. It gets most of it out. You fucking bastard. Right, so what have we got here? We've got friggin' hell. So I hope you enjoy this basil, bacon, block of cheese, avocado. What else is in it? Bunion. I can't say bunion, that's a flipping thing on your foot. Olive oil. Bottle of olive oil. Basil, bacon, block of cheese, bottle of olive oil, avocado, bravado, avocado, basil, bacon, block of cheese, bravado, avocado, bottle of olive oil. Oh, I can't be arsed, honestly, it's gone over. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this pasta dish. That'll do, won't it? Oh.